What's up, bros? Big Flick here from Bean Power, the best clan in the world. And today, we got another Great War recap for you. I wish I could say we brought the W, but we took a L on this one. It's not going to stop us from moving forward. We had a lot of great attacks. I think I got 16 attacks to show you today. I'm going to break these attacks down and show you what to look for, some strategies, how to pick them apart, what army camps to bring, things like that. So bringing 3-star attacks is a little bit difficult, but with a little bit of help and breaking down these bases, we're going to get everybody bringing 3 more. Taking a look at the clan. Bean Power, 3-star specialists only. So if you like to bring 2-star attacks like people in Clan War League like to do, we don't do that here. We actually do clan wars. We're trying to bring the W, and we bring full 3-star attacks. That means account for all the defenses, account for all your cleanup troops, bring the right attack for the right base. You don't use the same army comp for every single base. That's not the way to do it. And we're going to break down some of these attacks and show you how to do it. We're a friendly clan, so if you fail on an attack, that's okay. We're going to show you how to do it right. If you don't want to hear how to do it right, then you're probably going to have to leave the clan. We are competitive. We want to grab this W. We're here to help each other learn and practice and take advice. So we're trying to grab these W's, and that's what we're looking for. We've been rebuilding for 1 month now. Things are looking good. 4-to-1 win-loss ratio. Best win streak, 48. YouTube Bad Beans Clash, keep checking us out, and Discord. I recommend everybody joining the Discord. I got the clan rules on there. Me and JR got some other sections for questions and base strategy and just different stuff. So if you're in the clan, join the Discord. If you join the Discord, I'm probably going to get you into war. If you don't care about the Discord, I'm probably not going to care about putting you in war. So make sure you join up there, check out the clan rules, things like that, and ask questions in there if you got them. Alright, so taking a look at the war, we lost by 1 star, but kind of a weird war. We ended up bringing a Town Hall 12 in, our #1 guy, and he ended up getting a 1 star on Town Hall 11 down here, and he was pretty embarrassed, and I don't think he wanted to learn how to do it right, so he just up and left. Kind of had us, moving some attacks around, which wasn't too great, but also up here, I sent my Town Hall 9 account in here to try to pick up 2 stars. Town Hall 9 versus Town Hall 12 is kind of tough, but I'll show you how to do it with that attack in a minute. Now, if I could get 2 stars on there, I'm going to send my Town Hall 11 in on this guy, try to grab 3 stars. That's also very hard to do for the #1 base, but that's what it was going to take to win, and that's the practice I wanted to do is how are we going to win at the end in the clutch, and didn't quite work out, but with some practice we're going to do that, and also getting some Town Hall 12s in here that aren't scared how to learn how to attack. So first attack we're going to look at is actually my alternate account, Bean, Town Hall 9, taking a shot at their Town Hall 12, #2. Alright, so we're going to pause this and take a look here. Before the raid starts, I want to send some baby drags in, kind of these free areas over here. I'm also going to want to send a couple of giants in here with a few wizards up here. That's going to take out some more of these free buildings. So I got these free buildings in the area. I'm hoping to try to grab 50% if I can. And the reason that I grab these buildings at the start of the raid versus at the end is because once this Eagle Artillery wakes up, it's going to be taking those troops out until it goes down. So before it's woken up, you're going to want to get your free buildings taken out for percentage. And I'm going for a 2-star here, so I need 50%, and I start cleaning up some buildings before the raid starts. Next thing we're going to take a look at is I got my kill squad coming in at this portion right here. I send a giant in over here to tank this archer tower. That's going to let my baby drag take out this high hit point storage right here. That's going to take a long time to take down, so I ended up sending a giant right here to tank this, and that's going to let this funnel get broken up top here. The next thing we're going to take a look at is I actually send a jump spell right here, and the reason I do that is because even though that this area is all open right here, if I don't have that jump spell down, these troops that are, say, coming in on this gold storage right here, they're going to have to walk over here to get into the town hall. And once they're over here, they might target over here. Then they might target down here. Then they're going to go for a walk like that. That is not what I want to do. I want to get this jump spell down right here. So whatever angle any of these troops are coming in, they have full access to get anytime they want into the town hall area. And I got to take out the town hall. I got to get 50%. And that's what I was doing to try to win this war. So taking a look at this, I got archers up top and in the corner. Those are completely free buildings. Use an archer. Got a couple baby drags down here. Tesla's popping, get a few buildings. A couple baby drags. Balloon take out this archer tower. Try to get as many free buildings as possible before the eagle wakes up. Another baby drag. Couple giants. A few wizards. You know, taking out as many free buildings as I can, and once that's done, then I'm going to start the kill squad portion of the attack. So golem here, break the funnel here, break the funnel over here. That's going to lead everything at the town hall, and I got to take that thing out, so jump spells down. And I ended up bringing a few giants as well too. So if you notice, this base has singles, single target infernos. I got these giants coming in front of the golems. Now golems are a great tank troop, but against single target infernos, they're not the best. So I sprinkle in a few giants. I'm hoping to attract fire from these single target infernos, so that way my heroes can come behind and take out this town hall. Alright, so everything's working in. Got the heal spell down, got the race spell down, jump spell down, heroes down, raging those up. I got P.E.K.K.A down, P.E.K.K.A slapping on town hall. Alright, so P.E.K.K.A slaps on this BK. Now I got the Archer Queen coming in. It's going to take out the single target Inferno. I got damage on the town hall. Now, you know, it's tough for a town hall 9 to come in here and pick up 2 stars, but sometimes late in the war, you're going to have to step up and get 2-star attacks. Sometimes in clan wars, you're going to have to step up and get 2-star attacks because of mismatches, and this is how you do it. Pick up your free buildings and percentage with baby drags and archers, then send a kill squad in to take out the town hall. So 42% was getting some good hits on the town hall with the P.E.K.K.A, but got peeled off and aggroed onto the BK. So getting pretty close to the 2-star on this with the town hall 9. So that's the way you want to do a 2-star attack, and I want to show you guys that. Hashtag no mo. Alright, so next attack we're going to look at is JR Town Hall 12, taking out their number Town Hall 12. Excuse me, their Town Hall 12, number 3. So that is definitely a great attack. And he brought a hybrid army with the Hogs and Miners. So he's definitely very good at this attack. And he brought Sneaky Goblins and Super Wall Breakers. So do not be afraid to boost up those troops. Super Wall Breakers are awesome. They're going to get the job done. And Sneakies are also great funnel troops, so don't be scared to boost those up. Got a loon down to check for black bombs. Super Wall Breaker coming in the first layer. You can let this work in a little bit. He's got a wizard up top to help break that funnel there. And help the Archer Queen come inside there. Now check this out, this is very important. If you notice, this wall is busted right here already. That means the next wall to get at is here. The next wall to get at is here. The next wall to get at is here. And those are all in a straight line. So the only way to get at this wall that he wants to get into the Town Hall and, you know, Archer Queen and CC and Expos and things is to drop it directly on this line here. So this wall breaker rolling in here, the shortest distance is going to be to this wall. If he dropped it just a little bit north, it's going to this one, not good. If he dropped it just a little bit south, it's going to this one, not good. So you have to get it directly on the line to that, otherwise it's going to go north or south. So good job getting the wall breaker on the correct path there. And that super wall breaker does a great job. Giant bombs, Inferno Tower, Wizard, it's getting the job done. So boost up those super wall breakers. Definitely a great way to do it. So just got a Rage Spell down. It's going to get through this Town Hall here. I'm going to let that work in a little bit more. Another Rage Spell for the Skellies and 2 Expos and the Archer Tower and all this stuff. He needs a Rage Spell, so great job doing that. Now once he gets a little bit closer to this Archer Queen, he's going to pick up another Expo, and the Archer Queen's going to start shooting on him. So that's too much for even Rage and healers. He drops an Invisibility Spell. Nothing's going to shoot the Queen. Drops another Rage Spell. Why she can't be targeted? She's getting healed up 100%. So great job on the Invisibility. Great job on the Rage Spells, the Wall Breaker. So that's how you do a Queen charge. And he gets that taken care of. Next thing we're going to take a look at is this Siege Barracks and Bard King over here to funnel out this portion of the attack. Queen charge over here. Barracks and Bard King over here. If you notice, he drops it all the way in the corner right here. If he was to just drop it, willy-nilly right here, it's very possible that the P.E.K.K.A and Wizards go this way, and then want to go this way and stuff like that. So in order for them to get this funnel taken out, with these buildings right here, drop it really wide down here, and they will take out this portion right here. And that's very important to take out that portion right here, because you have to have a channel for your hybrid. And if you take a look, the Grand Warden ability is going to cover the whole area. The spells are going to be covering this area. So wide barracks is going to make sure they stay on the left, and he's going to get a nice channel for his hybrid portion. So coming in with the miners, coming in with the hogs. Everything is underneath the Grand Warden. Everything is underneath the heal spells. Archer Queen up top still doing good, getting healed back up. Single target Inferno is not going to hurt those hogs. Alright, so they're getting steered up the gut here. Still got plenty of juice left here. Now he's coming towards the back half of the raid, so going to use the Grand Warden ability. Lots of defenses back here. All these hogs and miners are going to wrap around the rest of the base and get completely destroyed. So nice job with the super troops and the spells and invisibility and being creative and getting a nice channel down so everything can cover the hybrid portion of the attack. And 3 mo. Next attack we're going to look at is Chief Tate, our number 3, taking out their number 4. And Chief Tate, if anybody's wondering, he was the young gentleman that actually started this clan with me. We were in a different clan together that wasn't so hot, and the leader didn't want to hear nothing about it. So me and Tate said, how about we start a clan that is hot? Now we got beam power. That's bringing big heat. So he was here for all of our win streaks, and he took a little time off just like me, and we brought him back. He's Town Hall 12 now, and he's back here bringing some pork. And this is kind of like a pork tenderloin. A lot of you know the pork loin, that's the pork chop part, but if you see these hog riders when they come out, they got gold hammers. That's how you know it's a tenderloin, a little bit more tender, and some level 12 pork. So welcome back, Tate. Glad to see you using pork. We'll get you back up to speed, and glad you're bringing some 3 mo heat. So one thing to notice here, Grand Warden is a defense. Defenses attract golems and ice golems. So if you're wondering how to path your golems and things, watch out for that Grand Warden because it is a defense. Wall breakers didn't quite get through, so he's going to wall wreck in here. He's got bowlers, heroes, everything working in for the kill squad. He wants to take out this Archer Queen, he wants to take out this Eagle, he wants to take out the CC, so that is a great job with the kill squad. Grand Warden ability coming into the Expos is great, tanking that Eagle artillery. Now he freezes up those rocket balloons, you definitely got to do that. You don't want it, one shot in your Bard King or Archer Queen or something like that. So great job with the freeze spell on the rocket balloons. So once the kill squad has worked in and taken out the CC and all that, then it is time to come in with the hogs. So it comes in with a 2-finger drop right here. This part is taken out with the kill squad. This part right here is for the hog riders. And the heals are going to be covering everything, so bringing a nice hog attack on this base, picking on this guy, but that is the way to do it, and glad that you're back. Alright, so we're going to watch this pork tenderloin run around the base. If you see those gold hammers, that is the signature for the pork tenderloin. Some people think that the pork loin is the tenderloin. That's not. That's the pork chop part. That's like level 5 hog riders. These gold label hammer ones like that, that's the tenderloin. That's sometimes you can put like a rosemary and olive oil, kind of marinate on that sometimes. Sometimes I like to do a mustard rub on the pork tenderloin, but whether you like the mustard seed or the rosemary, get your gold hammers out and get your gold label pork tenderloin out. Enjoy yourself a nice little pork roast. And that's exactly what Cheap Pig did here. Hashtag 3 more. Man, you need to open the window. It stinks in here, man. You got pork fumes everywhere. Smell charcoal, Kingsford. Probably got the Weber grill out here with this tenderloin, but that's how we do it here. Bring a big pork heat. Yeah. Alright. Next attack we're going to look at is myself, number 6, taking out their number 5. And I want to pause this for us because a few things that you're going to want to notice on this base is we got single target infernos, single target infernos. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring 5 hog riders in here. I'm going to hopefully get them to go to this mortar next because I also bring witches and I want to take off some splash damage. I'm going to bring 5 hog riders up top. Hopefully they go to that mortar and they end up doing that. That's great. Not a lot going on back here. Kind of spread out defenses. So I end up bringing 4 balloons back here and a haste spell, and it ends up taking out this area. So like I was saying on Bean's 2-star attack, trying to pick up percentage points, you want to do that before the raid starts and the Eagle Artillery wakes up and things like that. Now when you're picking up these defenses on the back, you're going to want to do that during the raid. So once this Infernal Tower is firing in, mortar's firing in, you know, same thing over here. Same thing on these defenses. Once they're attracted to the main portion of the attack, then you come in here and sneak in with the, you know, balloons that I brought for the back end. I got hogs on these Infernal Towers. Once they're distracted, then sneak in with that back end sandwich portion of the attack. You can sandwich the back half. Next thing we're going to take a look at is coming with the kill squad. This DE storage right there has a ton of health. So you see a lot of people that, oh, I'm going to funnel in here with my kill squad, and I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to drop some wizards on these buildings and stuff. These buildings right here are all going to go down, but this DE storage is going to stay up because it's got a lot more health. You need to put more wizards on this one or get a wizard down early to start chipping away at its health. Otherwise, this is going to stay up. All of your troops over here are going to go to that thing that's still up because it's closer, and then they're going to go down this way. So make sure you take a look at the hit points of the buildings that you're funneling your entrance into, because sometimes some are going to stay up longer and all your troops are going to go to that one next. So I get a wizard down early to start taking away some of the hit points of that DE storage. Next thing that you want to take a look at is I got a CC right here, and they've been putting rocket balloons in there, so I got to figure out a way to take out the rocket balloons. I got witches. They attack air troops a little bit, but not too much. Bowlers aren't going to do nothing to rocket balloons. You know, these aren't going to do anything to rocket balloons. I want to send my archer queen up the gut here, so that's not going to take out these rocket balloons over on this side. So I bring a few extra wizards to support the CC side with a poison spell and a freeze spell. So, you know, taking out the CC and making sure that's taken care of so it doesn't ruin your raid is important. I brought extra wizards for that side of the attack. Next thing you're going to take a look at is, obviously, you know, I got singles here and stuff like that, and, you know, witches are pretty powerful. So I brought some witches, but I also mixed in some bowlers. Now you got this line of defense, you got this line of defense, you know, Teslas and this line of defense. That's the right distance for bowler bounces. And these bowler bounces are going to work well. And I also brought bowlers in the stone slammer as well, because you're getting a lot of bowler value right here. And that is the right distance for them to hit. So that worked out really well. And the next thing you're going to want to notice is I brought 4 icy golems instead of regular golems. I got Splash Whiz Tower, I got Splash Bomb Tower, Whiz Tower, Mortar Whiz Tower. A lot of these expos, they destroy witches pretty good. So if I bring these icy golems in on them, when they attack the defense is slowed down, so it's going to be firing slower. But also when they die, there's a large range of buildings that they freeze up as well too. So I decided to go with the freeze golems for that reason, and it worked out really well and saved my witches. Next thing you want to take a look at is I get my jump spells down early, and some people say, how come you don't want a wall breaker in there? Because I don't want to chance it. I want to make sure that it's an even wave and I provide an area for them to roam freely. So I get the jump spells down early, and I get rage spells down early. And anytime you have so many troops at the beginning of a raid, that's a good time to use the spells, is when they're covering a lot of troops. If you use it at the back on one witch that's just left over, that's not a good use for the spell. I also get a jump spell, getting them out, and freeze and poison for there. So using all my spells at the beginning of the raid is great, because this whole area right here has to go down. And I've got this accounted for, I got this back here accounted for, that's the whole base. So I brought a custom army here, I counted for the whole base, I planned for my funnel, I planned for the CC, that type of thing. And when you do that, that's how you're going to bring 3-star attacks, and that's what we want to see. So let's take a look at this wreckage. Alright, so this attack only took like a minute 30 something to take this guy out. So okay, so here it goes. Now I'm chipping away at that with the party wizard. Then I can get the jumps and the rest of them down. Freeze golems down quickly, whip down quickly, boulders down quickly. Freezing up those splash defenses, that's going to take those out and save my witches. Stone slammers coming up from the top, I got more boulders in there, going to get some good bounces. Jump spells, getting everything in an even way where it wants. Now the Inferno Tower is distracted, so now I'm coming in with the Hog Riders. Freeze and poison on the CC. There's a lot going on here, but if you plan your attack out right and practice it a little bit, that's how you're going to get this all done. Jump spell gets everything out of the back. Now that the got back-end hogs over here, back-end balloons that are protected pretty well. That Archer Tower is distracted, these balloons are going to take it out freely. But there's not a ton going on in the back half of this base, so it did really well with the Kill Squad portion, and sandwiched the back half of that base with some hogs and balloons. Completely just destroyed this guy, so there's not a name for this army camp. I'll probably never use this exact same army camp again, but I only use the same army camp for 2 attacks anyway. I build a custom one for the padding of the defense and clean up buildings and just what I need to do. So that was a fun attack, destroying these guys, and that will be 3 more. Yeah. Alright. Next attack we're looking at is Morty, our number 5, taking out their number 6. And Morty did a good job here. Plan didn't quite go how he wanted, but he was able to adapt to it. Coming in here, if you see the CC radius, he's going to be able to get a hog in there and take that out pretty simply. Rocket balloon, ooh, those things are pretty nasty. We can bring those things down south. It's got the healers down on the queen here. Now you don't want your queen dying, so get the poison spell down, get the rage spell down. That's the way you take out the CC. He's got 3-point defenses shooting at her, so good job with the rage spell. He's got a BK up top to do this funnel. He thought his Archer Queen was going to come this way, take out the enemy Archer Queen. He tries to get these wizards down to funnel her back over this way, but it doesn't end up happening. So what he decides to do is to change this channel for the miners. So nothing wrong with that. If something doesn't go right in your attack, just switch it up. And the miners gets a heal spell down here. They're going to take out that Archer Queen. Hog Riders won't take out the Archer Queen, but these miners do. So he was able to adapt this attack and does a great job with the different steps. And Gets the Archer Queen taken out. He's got a heal spell for that area, and just does a great job. Alright, so he's coming into this multi-target Inferno, so use the Grand Wyvern ability. That looks good there. Queen's still doing well. Miners are taking out the core, which he wanted to do regardless, so good job there. He's got a lot of miners to pick up the rest of his base. Use Queen ability. Get a couple of cleanup archers down. Good job there, and that is Remo. Way to go, Morty. Chilling in Brisbane, Australia from down under. Alright, next attack we're looking at is Darker Lord. Our number 7, taking out their number 7. That's what we'd love to see. And he picks on this guy. It was a Town Hall 9, but I do like this attack. He decides to bring the Queen Charge in here, and he's going to keep a close eye on this Queen. He's got the ability. He's got a poison for the CC. He's got a rage if he needs it to rage up his healers and stuff, but he's able to manage this with the poison and a freeze. You know, he can use his ability right here, so he hangs on to the rage, and he uses that for the later half of the raid. So if you don't need to use the rage and your AQ is full health, or you still got the ability, or you can, you know, freeze up the CC, he hangs on to that rage, and it helps him in the core here take everything out. So that's great there, but he picks on this guy and does a good job. Darker Lord from UK, he's across the pond. He brought some big heat over here on a storage container, and he dropped some heat on their number 7. So way to go, bro. Alright, next attack we're going to look at is level 99 JR account, taking out their number 8. This was kind of a cool attack. He ends up bringing a Blimp clone attack. So what he's going to do is he's going to send a Hound in here first and then a Blimp behind it. And he can deploy that Blimp anywhere he wants, so he deploys it right in this area, but he puts a Rage spell down first. Then he puts a couple of clone spells in this area so that his loons and stuff can be under Rage and spread out and, you know, clear everything out. And this Electro Dragon, so check this out. This Electro Dragon's under Rage and you got a few pups under Rage. This Archer Queen and this Drag, they both get one shot by this Electro Dragon. So the most important thing about your Lalo attack is take out the Archer Queen, take out the CC troops, create a channel out of the base, take a chunk out of the base, whether it be with a Queen Charge with healers or this, you know, Electron type of Blimp attack that he's got going on here. You want to take out a Wedge, you want to take out the CC and AQ before you start your attack, and then wrap around the rest with the Lalo. So he does a great job doing that. AQ gets one shot, that's great there. Now he's got this chunk taken out here. That means he knows that the Lalo's going this way. Now he can drop his heroes anywhere he wants on this air attack. Hopefully take out air defense or wizard tower or something like that. But so now he comes in wide with the balloons here, wide with the balloons here. You know, few per here, few per here. They're all going to clump back up, and he's got hate spells for them and everything like that. So doing a good job targeting his balloons. Haste spell to get onto that sweeper, gotta take that thing out. So use a free spell, use a haste spell to take out those sweepers. They're gonna kill your balloons. Free spell on the wizard tower. Wizard tower is also gonna be very hard on your balloons. So good job with the spells. Good job getting your cleanup down very early, taking out those high hit point storages. Got tons of balloons left. Got racks on deck. This guy's getting wrecked. That's what we want to see. A little bit of Electron Lalo. Yeah. Alright, next attack we're going to look at is Dark Shadow. That is Darker Lord's alternate. Number 15, taking out Honorable Mention Morty. He picked up, dropped down, picked up number 9 for us. And Dark Shadow on number 10. So if you notice this attack takes 2 minutes and 59 seconds, that's cutting it really close. And one thing you're going to want to notice is a couple things here. Anytime you got an army camp right there, that is a great funnel. So if you send your kill squad in here, you got a ton of space up here, and this, this goes down here. So that is a long area that you created your funnel. So once this army camp goes down, he's got a nice funnel created. Now is a good time to start your kill squad, or to start a funnel over on this side type of thing like that. So he waits on this baby dragon a little bit, and there's a lot of steps to this attack. So you, getting the steps right after each other is a great way to do it. DK's coming in here. It's going to aggro on the Archer Queen, and he trips the giant bomb. He waits to rage it up after the bomb goes off. That way all of his barbs don't die, so good timing on that. He's going to send an Archer Queen in here, got some healers. That's going to take out this air defense right here. And it's also going to come in after the CC. So she wants to go south a little bit, but he's going to pull the CC out. And he has a poison for the CC, works really well. And a rage spell. So now that the CC is taken out, he starts immediately with the lava. So once the CC is under control, that's when you start the next portion of the attack, and he does great there. If you wait any longer, it takes longer than 3 minutes and then your time fails. So he moved quickly on that. There's a nice wave for the core coming in here, taking out the sweeper. He's got his minions down early. Got another haste spell for the wizard tower and the sweeper. Got another haste spell and another haste spell. So plenty of juice, but you just want to make sure you have enough time. And he is able to pick up 3-star on this, and that's what we like to see. Very tough Town Hall 9 base, and Dark Shadow does not have a problem taking those out. So way to go, bro. How's the weather over there across the pond? Just wondering. They had a Jonah for me. Yeet. Alright, hashtag 3 more. Alright, next attack we're going to look at is Ace. Coming down to pick up number 11. I want to take a look at this because if you watch him use these zaps, he's actually going to zap this defense. Zap this one. Zap this one. Zap this one. He's got enough spells to do that at Town Hall 10, so that's a great idea to come in here and zap that and, come down here with drags because the sweeper is pointing this way. So great idea with the attack here, but when you get into a little bit harder attacks, you're really going to have to pay attention to the value that you get on your zap spells. Now, in the last video that I showed, it's called Beat Power War number 244, the first attack, there's 2 charts that show the radius of the lightning spells, but also how much zaps and earthquake spells it takes to take down each of the type of defenses and buildings. And it's just a great reference. So you're going to want to know what it's going to take these things out, but you're also going to want to scout the base and to see, where do I drop these things? Obviously, you want to take out the air defenses, but that doesn't mean that if you drop a couple here and a couple here, that this thing gets taken out because they're close enough. That doesn't mean that if you drop it right here that you're getting damage on this wizard tower as well. You drop some up here, but maybe drop them in between here and right here so you get damage on the expo and the archer tower. So if you're just dropping them on the air defense like this is your first time playing, that's not the way to do it. Make sure you get value out of them. Make sure you soften up buildings next to it. Make sure you use your earthquakes correctly. So get good value from your zaps. Like I said, that last video that I put out, Beat Power War number 244, it's got the charts on that during the first attack. So take a screenshot of that and maximize the value on your zaps and pretend like it's not the first time you're playing. So he drops a bunch of level 5 drags on there. He throws a wall wrecker at this guy. He's got some heroes on this. You know, he's got racks on deck. You know, creating a channel to come at the Archer Queen here. So that's the way to do it. You want to come at BCC, you want to come at the Archer Queen, and that is the path that he chose. Alright, so these guys breathing hot fire. And this base is wrecked. But yeah, guys, pay attention to your zap value. Get value out of it. Get adjacent buildings. You know the radius and stuff like that. Otherwise, I'm going to think it's your first time playing. Yeah, buddy. Next attack we're going to look at is number 10. Excuse me, our number 12, JR Town Hall 9, taking out their number 12. Now this is a tough base for any Town Hall 9. Send the balloon down to soak up any traps that are going to hurt his healers, and he gets a nice funnel down up top with the Baby Drag and down below with the BK. So he knows his Archer Queen is going to be coming in here regardless. Now check it out, he sent a test wall breaker. If you don't send a test wall breaker, anything that's in this open area right here is going to ruin your wall breakers. So I know it's not easy to do, but send that test wall breaker. It's going to save your whole raid. Because if you can't get the Archer Queen in here, guess what? She's not taking out the Archer Queen. She's not taking out the CC. She's going down here to check what the Barb King's doing. I'm already funneling AQ. Get back to work over there. I don't need you coming over this way. So make sure you send that test wall breaker. Make sure you get that opened up. And JR knows that. So he gets the test wall breaker down. A few more is going to open that back up and get this Archer Queen to charge into the center of the base to take out the enemy Archer Queen and air defense and the CC troops. So that's exactly what you want to do with the Queen Charge portion of the Queen Charge Lalo. Air defense down, Archer Queen down, CC is getting taken out here. Now this is a very long attack with a lot of different steps into it as well too, so you need to move quickly on this type of thing. So since those three important things are down, start with the Lalo portion, and that will save you a little bit of time. So now that that whole first part of the attack is under control, then comes in with the Lalo portion. Now he sends these loons in wide, and this is important. So when you send these loons in wide like that, when these defenses go down, they're going to be, further on this side. And when they're further on that side, they're going to be to the left to take out the core. Now, when you get to higher Town Hall levels, most of the important defenses are usually like in the core, type of thing like that. And if you send all your, loons on this side, they're going to stay to the right side, and they're not going to go into the core. But if you send these real wide ones like that, once this goes down, they're going to stay wide and they're going to flow into the core. And that's how you get your balloons to go into the core on a base, is send them wide like that. Get a few per defense, but when you send them wide, when this defense goes down, they're not going to go to that anymore. They're going to be, chilling over here. Then they're going into the core area. So that's how you get balloons into the core. Sends the balloons down, gets the hounds after that in front, and then the minions right behind it, so he gets his cleanup down quick, and he's experienced at that. A couple of haste spells, gonna get everything in the core, take out that sweeper. Got a freeze spell and a haste spell for air defense and wizard tower. Free spell for air defense. Got the hounds to bust for cleanup. They're going to distract the air defense a little bit. Once those little pups go down, then it's time to get all three defenses on the back end there. So he waited for that freeze. You want to hang on to that until you're targeting your balloon. So he does a great job there. He got his cleanup down early, and he does get it done under 3 minutes and completely destroys this base. So great job with Queen Charge Lalo. Test wall breakers, targeting the balloons, sending them in wide so you can get them steered to the core of the base. But great job with Queen Charge Lalo and bringing Remo Heat this guy, Mini Ducks. Yeah, buddy. Next attack we're going to take a look at real quick is JR99 account. He brought another clone blimp on this one right here, so kind of cool to take a look at. We'll look at this real quick. So he brings the clone blimp from the south this time. Gets the Hound down first because you gotta have tanking power to get that thing where you want. Now he gets the Rage spell down, gets the Clone spell down, and that Electro Drag under Rage is going to take out the CC. It's going to take out the Archer Queen. It's also going to take out a nice wedge of the space. Now, before any Lalo attack, like we were saying, whether it be with Queen Charge or this Electron Blimp, you got to take out a wedge. You got to take out the Archer Queen. You got to take out the CC. Then you can start the Lalo. And the reason that you have to take out this whole wedge right here is because, let's say I start sending my Lalo right here and you left one defense. Oh, that's right here. That might take your whole pack of balloons over here and take them for a trip over here when the plan is to wrap them around the base. And if you got them, wanting to go this way, you didn't do a good enough job taking out this section. You left some stuff up. And he does a great job taking out this section and running the Lalo and taking out the most important threats first, the CC and the AQ, and gets a air defense out of it as well. So if you take a look at this here, it's got all those good things taken care of. So he wanted to take out these defenses as well too. That's going to even get a larger chunk of the wedge so they don't end up going this way. So gets a nice wedge taken out here, and then guess what? Lalo. Oh, he chose to go the other way, which doesn't matter. But once again, coming in wide with these balloons. Once these defenses go down, the balloons are still going to be in this area so they can path into the core. A wave of targeted balloons up here with the Hound coming in behind it. You don't want to send your Hound in first, because if you send your Hound in first, it's going to be sitting taking the air defense, Teslas, Archer Towers. It's going to be eating all that stuff, and by the time these slow balloons make it in, your Hound is already busted. So send all of your balloons, and then, get the Hound coming in behind it, so that way the timing is right, that they all arrive together. It's got a nice free spell for the Wizard Tower and the Tesla. Wizard Towers are tough, but he destroys the space pretty quickly and does a great job. So those are the steps for Lalo, and does a great job. Alright. Next attack we're looking at is my alternate account, Bean, number 17, taking out their 14. And this was kind of a fun attack. Now, if you're going to take a look at this base, you're going to say, man, this base looks tough. What am I going to do on this? Am I going to go wipe this thing? Am I going to send some hogs? No, you're not going to do that. If you go wipe, your stuff's going to die. If you try to send hogs, you don't know where the giant bombs are. They could be here. They could be here. Could be double giant bombs here. Could be double giant bombs here. There's too many places. You just can't decide where they are. So what you're going to want to do is use air. And what I noticed on this is that I can easily get into the CC lure here with a Hog Rider. I can easily anchor an Archer down here to pull the CC over here. I can use my BK and my Archer Queen plus one Wizard and a Poison spell to take out the CC. And then also, they're going to go in and take out this Archer Queen. So the CC is down, the Archer Queen is down, with only using one Hog Rider and one Wizard. So I still got a ton of troop space left. So what I end up doing with all that troop space is, I end up sending 4 Hounds. So a Quattro Hound attack, 2 here and 2 here. And the reason that I send 2 wide is because I want them to go down this way. If I sent them all narrow, let's say if this defense goes down first, they're going to go to this next one. I don't want them to go that way. I want them to go this way. So I send some Hounds in here wide, which is great. And I also sent some wide balloons. Quite a bit of balloons out that way. Rage spell here, Now I want a haste spell right here to get into the sweeper Um, but all in all, getting that nice wide wave of hounds and balloons, it's going to go all the way through this base. And this is a symmetrical base, so I know exactly where all my troops are going to go, and it's a great base to pull the Quattro Hound on. So let's watch that. Got the lure, got the arch anchor. PK down, Archer Queen down. I got an extra wizard there because I want that wizard shooting on that dragon, and then this wizard actually takes out that dragon, which is great. Rage up the BK, gets out of the way. I'm going to take out that Archer Queen. My Archer Queen's just going to work in a little bit. You know, if she gets any extra value out of it, that's cool. Otherwise, now that I got all my threats taken out, it's time to do the Lalo. So balloons first. Got a ton of them. Then the hound's coming in behind it. So, this sweeper right here, this one's not going to do a ton, but this one can do something to my attack, you know. This whole area right here is going to get pushed back, so I decided to send the high-level hound that's in my CC on the left side. And when you have a higher level hound or golem, you want to send it on the side where it's going to be the most useful. If I sent it on this side, I'd be having a lot of trouble on this left side because of that sweeper. So pick the right side to send your high-level troops on. And they're usually out of CC. So balloons down in a nice wide wave. Hounds behind it. They got in front of everything. Now that haste spell is in the middle there, so all my balloons are, you know, they're all in the same spot. They're all going in a wave like that. And that's how you take out these symmetrical bases. And this is a pretty tough base, but base recognition and getting your steps of the attack down right, kill the CC, kill the Archer Queen, you know. Have a good plan for everything. That's how you wreck these bases. And this base did get wrecked. Didn't take very long. Quattro Quad Hound Lalo. Kind of old fashioned, but I don't care if it's a meta attack. I don't care, you know, if you got a name for it, you know, Gobaho or whatever you want to call it. I bring whatever troops are necessary for the attack to take out the base, and I don't have to go by the meta and use the same army camp every single time. I know you get better at army camps by doing it, but I let the base choose my army camp. Alright, next attack we're going to look at is Lordman, number 11, taking out their 15. Now he's got the same kind of Quattro Hound attack, and this is a good base for it. One thing is, he sent 3 loons in here to start. That's to grab the CC lure. If you send 1 loon at a time and it dies, and 1 loon at a time and it dies, and 1 loon at a time and it dies, you're never going to get into that CC lure. But now if you send 3 at once, they're going to take out a defense. They're going to take out a defense. They're going to work in to grab that CC. So if you got to send a few at once, do it. Don't send 1 at a time. They're all going to die 1 at a time. So that's how you pull out a CC. Once that's pulled, he's going to take care of the Archer Queen and the CC with his BK and his heroes. Now this is an air attack, so that's a great use of your heroes is to kill the enemy queen and CC. And you have to do that before any Lalo attack, so way to go there. So like I was saying on Bean's last attack, you got an air defense here, got an air defense here, and it's fairly symmetrical, but if you notice these air defenses down here, they are a little bit wider. So if you send the hounds, you know, too narrow right here, when one defense goes down, the hounds are going to go to the one next to it. However, if I was to send the hounds a little wider, if this defense goes down, the hound that's sitting right here actually is closer to this one. If I sent it up here and it's sitting right here, it's going to be closer to this air defense, and it's going to want to go over there. And he gets his hounds, you know, going back and forth and back and forth. So sending in them wide and noticing that these are down here wider is it's not completely symmetrical with the air defenses like you'd like. But just as long as you send those hounds in at the right angle, at least 1 on each side, you're going to get it to flow evenly just how you want it. And you get your nice wave of hounds coming just how you want it. And speaking of wave of hounds, to get an even wave, you got to take out that cannon. So get yourself some hounds excuse me, some balloons on there, but he gets the haste spell down, and that's going to get that cannon taken out pretty good and gets the job done. So Quattro Hound attack, Loon's down first, then the Hounds are coming in behind it. Rage spell, haste spell, just where you'd think. You get some balloons to go back at that cannon, which is great, otherwise they'd have to do that at the end of the raid, which is not great. A couple more rage spells, he's got 3 Hounds on the right side, 1 on the left, and they end up going over there, and he overpowered this base, he wrecked it. This wasn't ready for this Lalo attack, this base got destroyed. But Quattro Hound attack, a good base to do it on there, pretty symmetrical air defenses, and coming in with the wave and getting the CC and a key taken out first before any Lalo attack. So we did all the steps and did a good job on this base and got the hashtag Remo. Great job, Lord Man. The rest is clean up. We're going to watch that happen. Alright. Next attack we're going to look at is our number 14 Zone, taking out their number 17. So he comes in with a clean charge Lalo on this base. But check this out. So he sends a balloon in there, 5 troop space. This open spot right here, this spot right here, that's 1 troop space to drop a barb to lure that out right there. So make sure you scout your base and see what's the best way to pull a CC lure out. And you could have saved 4 troop space, which is a wizard for cleanup, which wizard for cleanup, you know, may be potentially able to be dropped over here for a cleanup troop and save your raid from time fail. So make sure you take advantage of those little holes and, you know, spots where you can drop a single troop to lure a CC. You don't always need a whole hog rider or balloon to do that. So coming in with the CC lure, which is great. Bringing everything up top where he's going to enter the kill squad. So CC's taken care of. He's coming in at the Arch Queen. That's getting taken care of. So that's what you want to do before your Lalo starts. Now this Party Queen does not want to go where these wall breakers opened up. So kind of tough to get it sometimes, but that's how it goes. She's probably out late last night. Party Queen walking home, doesn't know where to go, so she's going to the right. She's not going up the gut, but she's still able to get a bunch of hounds and balloons coming at this base, and 3 air defenses. This base is getting wrecked. I don't care. But rage spells, you know, freeze spell for the sweeper and the wizard tower. That's major. So using those spells early when you need them, when you got the most troops up, is the way to do it. Now, if you were to use a spell right now on a couple of hounds and a balloon, it's not going to do much. You want to use it when you got multiple troops in the beginning of the raid, or to take out that sweeper when it's blowing back your troops. So, knowing when to use your spells and trying to use them early versus when all your troops are dead is a great job. And he destroys this base, but if you take a look at that extra wizard that he could have brought, that hut over there, that's something that you do when you're scouting. You say, hey, I need an archer for that hut, or I need a minion for that hut. So when you're scouting it, make sure you take a look at what you need for cleanup. Hashtag 3mo. Alright, we got just a couple attacks left. Next one we're going to take a look at is JR Town Hall 8, number 18, taking out their number 18. And he chose a Go Bajo, which is a good Town Hall 8 attack. And anybody that's a Town Hall 8, take a look at this attack. It's a pretty good way to do it. Hog Riders are pretty powerful at Town Hall 8, so you've got Hog Riders in here with the Go Bajo. 1 Hog Rider is going to get the CC lure, and 1 Archer is going to bring everything up to the top, so that's how you anchor it with the Archer. So once he's got everything up top, he's going to get the Golem down to distract that, and then the Poison and Wizards down right away. Now he's got a lot of Wizards here. That's not only going to create the funnel for his BK to get in there, it's going to take out the CC, which is great. It's going to do some damage, but it's going to open it up. And he's got Wall Breakers that opened up 2 compartments, and then the Valkyries behind it. So with the Gold Bajo, you want to take out a nice portion of the base, and he does that with the Golems and Valkyries and Wizards and Kill Squad, you know, with your BK. And then that leaves a smaller portion of the base to take out with the Hogs. So he sends a few Hogs in here, and just a couple of heals is basically going to cover the rest of the base. But take out your section first with your Golems or your Golems and Valkyries, and then come around the rest of the base with the Hogs. So for Town Hall 8, Go Bajo or Goho, definitely a great attack. And this base gets destroyed, that's for sure. And then one thing you're going to want to notice is once you got all your defenses down and clan castles down and all these troops are down and this guy got wrecked and he's wondering what the heck happened, just to make sure that nothing else comes out of the CC, you're going to want to drop a freeze spell on the CC. Nothing else is going to come out. That lets these Hog Riders do what they got to do. And one thing that they got to do is they got to come over here and wake up Bob the Builder right here. They just need to knock on his door real quick before they head out from this picnic barbecue and just say, "Hey Bob, you got some rebuilding to do. Your base got destroyed, so wake up. Go rebuild." Poor Bob, he's got work to do. He's got a whole base. He doesn't even have any Bob the Builder friends. He's got to do it all himself. So they're going to go knock on his door and let him know, "Hey, it's time to get to work. Go check out your base." Yeah, buddy. Hashtag 3Mo. Alright, last attack we're going to look at is honorable mention for M-On. He took out their number 20. And M-On is chilling out in Dhaka, Bangladesh. So shout out Bangladesh, my boy M-On over there. He's got an archer for a lure, 1 troop space. That's great. He's going to bring it down here, distract it with a golem. The wizard's going to be shooting this guy, doesn't know what's going on. Wall breakers, boom. Packers, boom. You know what's going on here. I feel bad. Town Hall 6 getting destroyed. My boy M-On's alternate account. Chilling in Bangladesh right now, bringing some heat. So way to go, bro. Glad I could get you on here. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, buddy. Alright, so hopefully you like those attacks. Hopefully you like to see how to pick apart bases and what troops to bring and what angles to send your super wall breakers on, and you know when to use your spells, and should I use a jump spell or wall breakers? I don't know, it depends, but if you want them to go somewhere for sure, jump spells, nothing wrong with that. But I hope you like all this stuff that I'm bringing to you. If you do like it, let me know in chat. We can get some more videos going and try to bring some big BP heat. If you don't like it, don't say anything in chat, and then we don't need to bring any more of this stuff because you know how to do these attacks already. What do you need me for? You know how to do them so well, you could probably leave and go to a different clan and show them how to do it because you know exactly how to do it. So if you like it, shout it out, shout out the channel, say you like it. If you don't like it, go help the other clan because you know exactly how to do it. Alright. So, let's clean this up here. Look at all these freaking cakes. We got so many cakes here. I don't know what I'm going to do with this stuff. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this stuff. I'm going to have to find a spot for him. Shaft, Zone. Who's Ashley? Huh. Anyway. This is Big Flick from Being Power. Until next time, see you soon.